It's not about inky monsters.
Incorporated.
Oh,
it's
I thought it was
about
like
their business.
Penning.
No, they've got to like scare children to get energy.
Like Monsters University.
Yeah, why are they not like, that's copyright.
Yeah, you'd think so, but it's got the same actors in it, so it's okay. Please don't watch this video until you've seen all of the other parts. You won't know what is going on. Right, next we've got Pinocchio versus the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Pinocchio.
No, okay, when I was younger, I still play this Disney trivia game. It's literally such an old game, it's all ripped up because I rabbit chewed it up. So I was reading the card and I was like, what is the name of Pinocchio's friend? And my sister was like, what? And I was like, oh my god, Pinocchio.
So you actually knew how it was pronounced. It wasn't like that.
It's a Disney game. I don't know why I didn't just click that this was about Pinocchio. I just remembered the Princess and Frog song.
Too late
I'm
now.
almost there. People can do but it's mine. I don't care. I'm almost there.
Okay, Pinocchio. Do you want to introduce him? Since you... yeah, introduce him. He's here right now.
Pinocchio. Classic, another classic Disney film about a little wooden puppet. You really actually feel for this guy, this puppet. His dad made him, and his poor little dad just his little what? Yeah, not on their own. It's actually quite scary. I found Pinocchio quite scary. And you know when they go to that little like adventure island, that's quite scary when they turn into donkeys. I really like the cat in it. I don't know what it's called.
Geppetto. No.
Geppetto was the man.
Yeah, you're right. Geppetto was a man. It's
Grulio.
No, I do know it. It's like
Grulio. It's like Lulio.
No, it's
something
like
with a Lulio.
Julio.
I got no strings to
one of
hold
the first.
me down, to make me frown, to make me frown.
It's one of the first
to
films.
make me frown, to make me frown, to make me frown.
It's one of the first Disney films. I don't think it holds up as well as some of the other early ones.
Figaro,
yeah, Figaro and Cleo. So yeah, I don't have much to say about Pinocchio. It's okay, it's classic.
Interesting name.
Pinocchio.
Father,
I want to go out on my own.
I just want to go out on my own.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's a great film. It's, in my opinion, maybe the darkest one. It stars a hunchback. He's from Notre Dame. He has a daddy who locks him up in a tower.
A daddy?
He locks him in a tower just like Tangled.
It's not his dad though.
Like he considers him his dad. It's like his carer.
Like stepdad.
Yeah. And it's good. It's got good characters. The hunchback, what's his name? Quasimodo, yeah. He's a great character.
Which means disfigured, deformed. I am deformed, you are deformed.
That's the song.
I am ugly.
I really like this film, but I can't think of anything to say about it. Maybe it's because I'm drunk.
The statues in it.
Oh yeah, the gargoyles.
The gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Gargle your drink. Stop interrupting me. I really like the gargoyles, and I really like Esmeralda. And there was a time in my life when I really wanted to call, if I had a daughter, Esmeralda.
Oh.
I like the message of the film. He shouldn't be locked away in a tower. That doesn't make it right. He's a really genuine, nice guy. He loves Esmeralda, but yet he sees that she loves the prince guy. Don't know his name. The
Phoebus.
guard guy, Phoebus. So he lets her have him, and I think that's really sweet. I think
Apparently,
it's really good for its time to like have that message in it as well.
Didn't it come out like 2000s? Not that old.
No, it came out in the 90s.
Did it?
I think it was 1998.
Yeah, it might have been late 90s.
I'm not too keen on the songs, like they don't
Yeah, the songs
stand
aren't
out
massively
to me.
memorable. No, the villain song, I remember there's a villain song that's proper epic and there's fire everywhere and he's like, la la la. Like, it's proper going for it, you know. Apparently the sequel was really, really bad and I want to see it. Like, apparently it's the worst Disney sequel ever.
Really?
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't think you could really make it a sequel.
You go on like Christmas adventures and stuff, like the Beauty and the Beast sequels. 3, 2, 1. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Really?
Yeah, really.
We disagree.
Yeah.
Wow. First time in 16 rounds. I've been drinking a lot in between because we haven't been drinking like in disagreement, and I haven't had anything to eat. Can I persuade you? Because Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of my top.
I didn't actually give my opinion on Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I really like the gargoyles, and I really like Esmeralda, and there was a time in my life when I really wanted to call, if I had a daughter, Esmeralda. I like the message of the film about because he's deformed. He shouldn't be locked away in a tower. It doesn't make it right. He's a really genuine, nice guy. He loves Esmeralda, but yet he sees that she loves
just for me, like I do really like it and I really like the message, but parts of it I just find a bit boring. I don't think it's like wildly entertaining. I think it's because it's just about like him in a town and there's not much like really like imaginative cool animation. Does that make sense? Like they don't go into like a whole other world.
The animation's beautiful.
Yeah.
It bloody goes through the town. The 2D turns into like 3D because it transverses through all the buildings and everything.
Yeah, I like that part, but because it's quite adult, and because I watched it when I was a kid, maybe that's why I don't like it as much. Because when I was a kid, like I'm a kid, I'm not an adult.
Whereas
Pinocchio, it's just like really different to me and unique.
Pinocchio has some good. I think there's like a couple good scenes in it. I won't be upset if it wins.
It's just a cute film.
I think there was a scene in the water. Is there a scene where he's
in a whale.
Yeah, that scene I remember being really good.
Then you've got the little Jiminy Cricket, an cute old man. That old man is one of the cutest old men in a Disney film. Little Geppetto.
Fair enough.
He's got a cute name to go with it.
What about Jerry from Jerry's Game, the Pixar short where he's playing chess? He's a pretty cute old man. Anyway, rock, paper, scissors.
So I can't change your mind?
Do you want to?
Well,
I thought you were stuck on...
not changing it.
Wait, you check?
What I just said was that not changing your mind.
Oh, changing my mind?
Yeah.
No, I'm stuck on Hunchback.
Which one do you think has more iconic characters?
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it should win.
No. Rock, paper, scissors. Why don't you... You should be happy when it's down to rock, paper, scissors, because you just automatically won. You should be like, oh yeah, if we disagree, it's alright, I've got what I want. Literally just the other day, I rewatched Pinocchio with Rachel, and although I still think I would have voted Hunchback and Notre Dame, I am not upset by this outcome. Pinocchio is a great film, and I definitely underrated it the first time watching it.
You're so bad at rock, paper, scissors.
What, what?
Way back. What would rock, Pinocchio, scissors be? Rock Pinocchio.
Rock, Pinocchio.
Rock, Pinocchio, scissors.
Wait, you don't go...
Rock, yeah. Rock, Pinocchio, scissors. Rock, Pinocchio, scissors. Rock, Pinocchio, scissors. Yes, because you can cut a little wooden nose in half.
You ready? We've got Lion King versus Toy Story 2. Lion King is a film about a couple of lions.
Just a couple? Just two?
A couple of them.
Two little lions.
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen this one.
The king that's a lion in like King Richard.
Oh yeah, this is just a Robin Hood spin-off about King Richard. Yeah. Lion King is a fantastic movie. Great characters. I've seen this 100 times. I watched it when I was a kid. Then as an adult, I watched it over and over again because it was like one of the only films we had in Spain. Me and my brothers just kept watching it. And it moves by so quick. It feels like a 20-minute long film. It's one thing happens and another thing happens and another thing happens and another thing happens and it's over. And it flows so well.
It's got Rowan Atkinson in it.
All the voice acting's great. Even, I like Matthew Broderick in it as Simba. Everyone can name like 4 songs at least.
Go on then.
I just can't wait to be king.
Everybody say look left. Everybody say look right.
And then we've got Hakuna Matata. Then we've got
it means no worries for the rest of your days.
Then we've got
it's all problem free.
Then we've got the circle of life.
Himanama, hey.
Himajana, Simajimanana.
Himanana,
Then we've got the Scar one.
No.
The Scar one where he's like
Be prepared.
Oh, okay, listen. I knew that one. But in my head, all I could think of was Be Our Guest. And I couldn't get that out of my head, so I couldn't think of what it was. So thank you.
You didn't mention the other classic. Can you feel the love tonight? Can I just say though, all the ones you have said you love are all the ones you did see as a kid?
No, Treasure Planet.
Okay, minus that one. Can you see now why I hold on to some of these? Because I watched them all as a kid.
Yeah, but Hunchback I hadn't seen as a kid, and I still love that.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I swear you did.
101 Dalmatians I hadn't seen as a kid, like that one. Snow White.
Okay, fine. Shush.
It's a great film. You could talk about the other one. Who cares about the other one?
What was the other one?
Exactly.
The second one is to do with that little man who works in a toy shop. What else happens?
There's climaxes on the plane because they're trapped in like a suitcase or something. There's the bit with Buzz and Zorg. It's a good sequel because it like adds more characters that became iconic throughout the franchise. I haven't seen it in a while. I watched it as a kid.
Where would you rank it in your Toy Story list?
Bottom.
Where would you rank Lion King in your Robin Hood list?
3, 2, 1.
Lion King.
Yeah, no brainer. No brainer.
Maybe there is someone out there that prefers Toy Story 2. Do you think?
Yeah, a couple of fucking losers. Up versus Tarzan. Which one do you want to introduce?
I don't know Tarzan.
I don't know Tarzan either. I was going to say I'll introduce Up. Up is a great movie. It stars an old man and a little boy. They go flying around on a little balloon house. They come to a big rock cliff and they go on little adventures. I know I mentioned the typical trope of Pixar films where they go on little adventures, but this is the best version of that, I'd say. Best version of, you know, the straight man and the comedic sidekick. It's got one of the most iconic scenes on the whole list. It's got really funny bits, funny side characters, even though some people might find Doug annoying. I really like Doug. It's just really, really good film. One of the Pixar's better ones, I think.
I think the villain could have been better.
Oh yeah, the villain, yeah. Didn't make sense either because he's an adult when Carl, the main guy, is a kid. Then when the kid's an old man, the adult is the same age as him. Maybe he just aged well. He might have aged well, really.
Like, I think it's good the first time you watch it, but I don't know if it's like the most entertaining, funny Disney film.
What about Tarzan?
Tarzan, okay, so this is like hardly any one of them. It's one of hardly any on this list that I didn't watch as a kid.
Me neither. I watched Up as a kid, by the way. Sorry,
I watched
Up as a kid.
it maybe when I was like 17, 18, and I did like it when I watched it, but I think it's quite forgettable. It's kind of a bit like Jungle Book though. Like a man with animals.
Yeah, true. Yeah, actually, it's very similar. Yeah. I remember, one thing that I remember about the film is I can't spoil it. The way the villain comes to an end. Maybe you don't remember it, but it was like, holy shit, that's in a kid's film. Can you think of any songs?
One heart, one family. You know the one I sung for Brother Bear that I said was Tarzan? I don't actually know if that's Tarzan though.
3, 2, 1, Up.
I did feel a bit like sad when we left the monkey family.
So me and Rachel just rewatched Tarzan, and once again we completely underrated it when we first watched it. This is a really great film. I don't know why I rated it so low. Rachel reckons she'll still vote for Up if it came to it, but I don't know, for me it depends on what mood I'm in. I still think Up would have probably gone through though, because Rachel would have beat me in rock, paper, scissors.
Here's an interesting one. Chicken Little versus The Jungle Book. Chicken Little was, I believe, the first 3D animated Walt Disney Animation Studios movie outside of Pixar. There was other ones in that era, that weird 3D era, like Home on the Range and Meet the Robinsons, which aren't on this list because we haven't seen them. But anyway, Chicken Little is so far off from every other Disney film. It's got awful animation, it looks really ugly, but it's really funny and weird. It's got some iconic quotes that we still quote to this day. We watched it together.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
A piece of the sky? Not again! Hey, what's wrong? Nothing. I thought I heard you yell. No. I fell out of bed.
Huh? How'd you get over there?
Over where?
There.
Where?
There. How'd you get over there?
Who are we talking about?
I think I watched this as a kid. This is one of the ones I watched as a kid. It's
Even
good.
though the animation is ugly, I kind of liked that about it.
It's charming.
Because it made it different. All the characters were ugly.
Yeah, the characters are so ugly.
And I was like, wow, like they for once don't have like a main character that looks
Sexy.
nice.
Yeah, like the ugly ducklings in it.
Yeah, and I liked how it was just about a chicken who everyone thinks is crazy. And I liked like the dad and his relationship and how the dad thought that he was embarrassing and didn't listen to him and didn't like stick up for him. And then in the end he does.
Jungle Book.
What? Jungle Book? Now I'm the king of the swingers, ooh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's troubling me. I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around, oh, ooby-doo. I wanna be like you. The bare necessities of life will come to you. will come to you when you pick a raw ball or a pickly pear. When you take the raw ball, next time beware. Now you picked a pear of a big raw ball.
It's the first time they've seen a beer on the channel. This is my preferred drink.
Jungle Book is a book about the jungle. It's a film about a book about the jungle that follows a little boy called Mowgli who has been taken in by some wolves, and then he meets a lot of little animals along the way like Baloo and Bagheera who look after him. There's an evil tiger called Shere Khan, and it also features the Beatles as voices as the vultures. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
The Beatles, the band, voice over the vultures.
Did not know this.
Who they're like, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna be controversial here and say I'm not a huge fan of Jungle Book. I think it's one of the weakest. It's kind of, I know it's meant to be, but it's kind of just a bunch of random stuff that happens. Like, he bumps into this person and he bumps into this person. But I guess that you could say that a lot of Disney films.
Can you check if that is actually the Beatles?
No. Jungle Book's very iconic. It has great characters, great songs. But for some reason, just really not a fan of it. And I can't fully explain why. 3, 2, 1.
The Jungle
Chicken
Book.
Little. We disagreed.
Only because I know that Jungle Book is just a classic. It's my dad's favourite Disney film.
Oh wow, he's gonna hate me if he watches this, which he won't.
I do really, really like Chicken Little, and I'm so annoyed it's up against this.
I'm not. I'm gonna win rock, paper, scissors this time. Oh, it's very cold. Alright.
Hello, I'd just like to say that apparently the Beatles were originally supposed to be the voices of the vultures, but apparently they weren't.
I was gonna say, if this was a real thing, there's no way I did not know about that.
But isn't it surprising that I knew that they were supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know they were supposed to be, but they were supposed to be.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
It's Pinocchio.
So I win then. Scissors beat Pinocchio. Yes!
Can we? No, I was just making a joke. We have to do it again.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I did have paper on it.
But you took it back. You closed your bids.
No.
Best of 3.
Fine.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, fuck off!
Yes!
That's fair as well. That's fair.
Wins. Poor Chicken Little. I thought it'd be like in round 3, definitely. I thought it'd be in like the next round.
I thought it'd be in the final 2. I thought it'd be Chicken Little versus Shrek or something.
Like, if you go to a lot of people and you say, name a Disney film, one of them is going to be Jungle Book.
This is the second time that there's 2 Pixar films against each other. Both of them I watched when I was a kid.
No way.
We've got The Incredibles versus Monsters Inc.
Oh.
Which one do you want to introduce? Which one do you want to introduce?
Monsters Inc.
Okay, so The Incredibles...
No, I was just saying that. I don't know.
I asked you a question, you answered it, and then you're like, no, I was just saying the answer. Nothing to do with your question. The Incredibles is the first film in the Incredibles franchise. The sequel was known as Incredibles 2, been knocked out already. So I'm hoping that Incredibles has a chance here. Go on then, because I feel like, actually, because there's the risk that Incredibles 2 is, the first one, sorry, is going to come up against the best film ever, and it's going to get knocked out, and then we'll have none.
Will get knocked out anyway.
If Incredibles 1 gets knocked out, then at least we have Incredibles 2 kind of carrying the torch. Incredibles is one of the best superhero films ever made. It's the only good Fantastic Four movie. It features a family of superheroes.
Movie?
Yeah, there's 4 of them and they're fantastic.
They're not fantastic, they're incredible.
Sorry, they're incredible. The Incredible 4.
Actually, there's 5 of them.
Oh yeah, Jack. Yeah, it's a funny film. They're great characters. They're all unique. They all have very unique powers, although obviously some of them are just like ripped out of the comic books. I mean, all of them are just ripped out of the comic books, really. But they deal with it in a unique way. It's not messy. They all have something to do in the story. But it also deals with something that other superhero films don't do, such as real family issues, Mr. Incredible wanting to retire. It's just so different to all the other superhero films.
He doesn't want to retire.
Does he not?
No.
Is it the opposite?
They have to retire
and he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to, but Lois... that's not her name.
Lois?
Lois Lane.
You were thinking of Lois Griffin. Elastigirl. Helen Parr.
Yeah, Helen.
It's got great side characters, great villains. Oh, a great villain. Like a really great villain. bad. Syndrome is a great villain.
I like, what is her name? The little woman.
Oh, Edna Mode. She's
Edna
great.
Mode.
Edna Mode is great.
That's maybe my favourite character in The Incredibles.
Oh, and Incredibles. I thought you were going to say Honest Entire List.
No.
She's voiced by the director.
Well,
Do you know
that
Brad
makes
Bird?
it even better, doesn't it?
I guess.
Makes it even more incredible.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. I really do like the concept of this as well.
I think it's got a
all
better
about
concept.
monsters and they're like...
Inky.
No.
It's not about inky monsters.
Incorporated.
Oh, I
It's
thought it was
about
like
their
Pen
business. No, they've got to like scare children to get energy.
Like Monsters
That's
University.
yeah, why are they not like... That's copyright.
Yeah, you'd think so, but it's got the same actors in it, so it's okay.
I really like Randall. He's great in it.
He is a great villain.
Mike Wazowski, little, what's her
Boo.
name? Boo, the little slug woman. I
Right,
love when they
Town.
like go into all those different doors and they end up in like Alaska.
Oh yeah, that's
They
a
end up
great
in like
scene,
an
yeah.
Antarctica with a little snow cone man. Oh, it's actually really sad when they like shred the door at the end. Like, that actually got to me. And then I love the ending where Mike Wazowski puts all the door together. Sully puts the last piece in the door and she goes, what does she call him? She gives him a name.
Furry, fluffy, blue boy.
Little puss.
Little Puss. She calls him like Daddy,
She
Big
does
Daddy,
not.
Big
He
Daddy
goes-
Bear.
Boo. And then it just ends. Oh,
She calls him Boo.
no, he goes boo. Like she says something like...
I thought we
like
weren't
that.
spoiling the movies though. Are you ready to vote?
What was it again?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm fucking you.
Go.
3, 2, 1.
The Incredibles.
Yes! No, they're both great. I wouldn't have been upset, but The Incredibles 2 didn't make it. I also did say at the beginning, I was like, Incredibles is going to be up against something much better and it's going to get knocked out, and I need Incredibles 2 to carry the torch. But here it is in round 2.
It was hard though. It was almost out.
It was tough.
Almost went out.
Right, we've got Lady and Tramp versus Finding Nemo. Which one do you want to introduce? You're better at the old 2D
Okay.
ones.
Go then. Oh, so Lady and a Tramp. If you actually thought about it, you'd think it was about like some high up lady. This was some like trampy man.
I mean, that is what it is, but with dogs.
I love the spaghetti meatballs
Classic,
scene because I
classic
like
scene.
really want spaghetti meatballs in that bit. But other than that, it's quite boring.
I agree. It's got great scenes in it and like a great just idea in general. It's got cute characters, but yeah, it's
What
got a
else
lot of...
happens in it?
Yeah, I think it's another one of those filler ones, kind of like Bambi and Cinderella.
Who's the villain? The rats?
The Tramp?
I think the lady gets lost, doesn't she? Or does she
I
get
watched the
kicked
remake
out?
relatively
Because
recently.
of the baby in their family, she gets like put the blame on for doing something wrong when it was actually the Siamese cats. But honestly, I don't know who the villain is other than the Siamese cats.
I completely agree. Did you watch the Disney Plus? Sorry, I just used air quotes in the wrong place. Did you watch the live action remake on Disney
I
Plus?
thought that was really weird.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty bad.
I didn't
but
like it.
It's just a CGI
Yeah.
version. I watched that when it came out, and that was only a couple of years ago, and I can't remember the
Clearly,
villain.
it's quite forgettable other than the spaghetti meatball scene.
And then we got Finding Nemo, great film, one
That's
of
not
Pixar.
forgettable apart from if you're Dory.
Oh! So it seems in a row we've had quite a few of the classic Pixar films. We had Up, Incredibles, Monsters Inc. and now this. This is like the era of Pixar when they were at their best, in my opinion. This is one of the better ones. Simple story about a single dad looking after his little boy, little fish boy. Little fish boy. He goes missing because he's being too rebellious. And he's just looking for his little fish boy. And there's so many situations they get into that's just iconic and memorable. Like almost every scene is memorable in this.
The
Bruce,
bloody girl in it with braces.
the
is
fish
so
tank,
scary.
Willem Dafoe's in it, automatically puts it.
Is he?
He's
Is
Gil.
he the scarfish?
Yeah.
Fish with the scar on
Fish
his
with a
face.
scar, yeah. That's not a type of fish. There's no fish called Scarfish. There's a film called Scarface.
I love Dory in it.
Dory, yeah, even though Ellen DeGeneres kind of brings the whole thing
forgot
down.
about that.
Oh yeah, Finding Dory's not on the list because Rachel hasn't seen it, although I kind of like that film.
I really like the turtle in Finding
Oh yeah,
Nemo.
the turtle sequence is great. The jellyfish
Yeah.
sequence is great. There's a lot of great scenes in this.
Ow, you dude.
Finding Nemo is a great film. I'm making myself appreciate it as I'm talking about it.
Nemo is just so cute.
There's
He's
his
got a
friends, the
little,
school-
small little fin.
He's got
And his mum died.
Yeah.
Nemo then understands why his dad's protective, and his dad understands like he needs to let Nemo go and be
Yeah, it's
less
got a great
protective.
like overarching story. The
Yeah.
characters and the opening scene's really good. And you know, it's what is it? A swordfish or something that kills him? Something kills him. What is it?
It's the humans.
No, not that captures him. The thing that kills his mum.
Yeah, it's the humans.
No, it's not. It's like a not a swordfish, but some kind of spiky fish. Promise you.
it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the humans. That's why the dad is so protective and is like, stay away from like the top of the reef.
You can literally Google it. You can look it up right now. It's not a human. It's some kind of swordfish.
Jellyfish?
No, it's some kind of swordfish.
Why would when the hell was a swordfish?
Right, everybody, please roast Rachel. What kills Nemo's mum?
Whoever is wrong has to drink.
A giant barracuda.
Who?
A giant barracuda.
What the hell is that? Oh, is that a ship? Oh.
Yeah, it's a fish.
So
at the
it's not
beginning,
even
it attacks them and the little balls, the little eggs, and Nemo's the only survivor. Why would a human just go in and just kill some fish?
I don't know, because I thought, like, why is he so against humans?
Because they don't want to get caught by humans, because they're fish. Every fish is against humans. Yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, Finding Nemo. That was one of the easiest. And Lady and the Tramp's not even a bad film.
Yeah, but it's like Tarzan, like, it's forgettable.
A lot of Pixars are going through now. At the beginning, we were like, oh, we're putting through some classics, you know, we're putting through some old ones. Now it's just like...
I think Finding Nemo's a classic.
We've got Atlantis, The Lost Empire versus Soul. Atlantis, The Lost Empire is a film that I don't care about at all and can't remember anything about. It's obviously based on Atlantis, the thing that's under the sea. I remember the main character looks like a fucking nerd.
I thought he was quite handsome.
I don't remember anything about it. There's some side characters. There's a girl. There's a guy who sends him on the expedition who turns out to be a dick. And it's one of the most forgettable films on the list and one of the weakest in my opinion, but there's a few people who consider this an underrated film. I could be wrong. I could rewatch it and love it.
I watched it when I was younger, but I literally don't remember it. I remember I liked it when I was younger.
Have you only seen it when you were younger?
Yeah, but I don't remember it at all.
Oh.
I remember there's that girl with like white hair who like comes out of like some light where the Atlantis is, and she's got like paint. Oh god. In the eye.
I wish I saw that.
So she's got like paint stripes on her, and I think they have to help her or something. I honestly don't know much about this film.
Watch this film. I'm just playing with my beer can. Talk about Soul.
Soul I really liked. It came out in like 2016, 2017?
2020.
Was that in lockdown then?
Yeah, it was a lockdown movie. It went straight to Disney+.
I love that it's got a lot of jazz music in it. I really liked that part of it. It was really deep, felt like an adult movie, and I really related to it because I don't really have like one kind of passion, and everyone's like, how can you not have a passion, how can you not love something, like what are you doing with your life kind of thing. But that film makes you realise that that shouldn't be your whole life. It shouldn't just be about reaching this one
goal.
What's it called when
goal.
you like want something?
Aspiration. I'm literally listing off words that fit.
Okay. It shouldn't be about just reaching this one aspiration. You shouldn't just have this one...
Does it matter?
Yes.
Achievement.
It shouldn't be about reaching like one dream. There's so much around you in life that you should just love, family, friends.
Just get passionate, just crying.
And that's why I really related to this, because I was like, see everyone, this is what I'm talking about. Don't have a go at me for not having a dream. I could do a whole rant on Soul.
I could do a rant on Soul, a negative rant. I fucking hate this movie. No, I don't hate this movie. I feel similar to how I felt about Inside Out, where I think it has a lot more potential than it utilises. The ending sucks. I won't spoil it, but I think it's the worst Pixar ending. I think it goes against everything the film was teaching. Soul got relatively lucky because it's up against Atlantis. It's up against Atlantis, The Lost Empire. There's no competition really, but I'm not massive on the film like you are.
I'm not massive on it.
You seem pretty massive. You nearly cried doing that speech.
I think it's really unique.
Yeah, it's unique.
Powerful. I really wish Disney made more deep films like this.
Finding Nemo's not that deep, and we fucking both talked about how much we love that film. I don't have much else to say about either of them. I'm not passionate about either of them, but one is still an obvious winner for me.
3. He likes jazz.
You like jazz?
2, one, Soul. Well done,
It
Soul.
really touched my soul.
I think Atlantis was the only one in my head where I was thinking, that's the only one that's definitely going to go out in the first round. Because obviously there's things that I don't like that you might try and push through and then you'll beat me in rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that could have been against it that both of us, maybe the Good Dinosaur. Good Dinosaur could have lost to that, maybe.
Yeah.
Even then,
No,
there's a chance.
I would have picked Atlantis over the Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, but I might not have.
We'll rewatch it one day.
Yeah, sorry Atlantis
It
fans.
might end up in our top 10.
Right, next we've got A Bug's Life versus Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my goodness.
This is the toughest one in a while. This is the toughest one in a while.
This is challenging.
Bug's Life is a film about bugs. It's got a great villain. It literally just shows... This is one I watched as a child, and so is the other one actually. I watched both of these as a child.
Oh, and they're up against each other.
They're up against each other, yeah. So I have nostalgic attachment to both of them. But Bug's Life is a bug, and he goes off of his usual bug life and goes to a circus where he meets a bunch of other bugs that are like freaks. He's an ant, right? He's an ant.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was just thinking of ants. And he meets a bunch of wacky characters, and there's some really good animation, some interesting stuff that happens. I really like Bug's Life.
The wasps are terrifying.
The wasps?
The grasshoppers. The grasshoppers. I'm thinking of ants. Is that what?
I think you're thinking of the bee movie.
Yep.
Oh no, that's bees. Sorry, that's bees.
So the grasshoppers are terrifying.
Kevin Spacey is terrifying.
I don't know why the main ant, what's he called?
Gary.
Flick.
Yeah, I think so. Let me check.
I don't know why Flick leaves and ends up with a circus. I think he's trying to get more food or something.
You're
he
right,
ends up with a circus. Like,
He fucks up and loses all their food because he knocks something off.
So why does he bring the circus back with him?
For, I don't know, marketing reasons.
I loved the bit though, this is so random, when they're like pulling drinks and they pull like a little like bubble of drink. I think that's really cool.
There's some good animation stuff. I remember the actual animation like utilised jokes well.
They make a fake bird to scare off the grasshoppers. I think that's really good.
This has some great
It's a
stuff in
really
it.
good film.
Now would you like to talk about Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means... I can't do it. Ohana.
Is it Ohana?
Ohana means family. Family means... Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Nobody gets left behind. She's got like a little village scene of toys in her room, and he's like pretending to be like Godzilla. Like it's got Elvis Presley songs in it.
Beatles play the vultures in it, I believe.
Oh, I just love the movie.
It's a great movie. Stitch is a great character.
Hard.
There's all the other aliens as well in it that are kind of unique. Lilo's a great character. She's like an annoying little girl. Like she's proper annoying, and it's realistic because little girls are annoying. The older sister character.
Sad. But there's emotional bits to it.
Yeah, emotion. I wouldn't say sad.
The big alien monster guy.
Oh yeah, who's the funny guy in it? The guy who keeps coming to her door.
I wasn't thinking of him.
Yeah, no, I was just saying he's a funny character.
Yeah, he is. He's like...
Is it just him or is it two people that come to the door?
You need to leave because you haven't paid your rent or whatever.
Am I right in thinking he's voiced by Ving Rhames?
He's trying to take
Yeah, it's Ving
away.
Rhames. It's Ving Rhames.
And I really love the little like guy with the one eye. I like the bit when he's like got his finger on like a record player and she like opens his mouth and it...
Oh yeah, brilliant.
And he's like running around with like underpants on his head.
I used to have a Lilo and Stitch thing, you know, like the thing they have, the flipper, where like they flick through like different things. I used to have that for Lilo and Stitch.
That's cute. Yeah, there was really good bits to it and like...
Bits to it. I've
funny
seen two of the
story.
sequels. I haven't seen the TV show. They made Stitch the movie, which was the setup for the TV show. That was alright. Then they made Lilo and Stitch 2. Stitch has a glitch or something like that. And then they made Leroy and Stitch, which I haven't seen.
Yeah. And I love the little side bits to it with the little frog. You get that run over. You get that run over. And he like Stitch like looks after his little frog and like moves him or something. It's really cute. It's a little frog.
Sounds cute though. I don't remember it. 3, 2, 1. Lilo and Stitch.
I
Agreed.
do really
once
like
again.
A Bug's Life.
They're
though.
both very good films.
Like it is so close.
Once again, there's no outro because we're only part way through the actual full video. Part 4 of round 1 should hopefully be out next Friday, but there's still quite a bit left to edit, so it might take a bit longer. But once that's released, then so will the fan version of the tournament for you to vote in. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and look out for the next video.